Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this little adventure we're going to be heading from Bodmin Airfield in Cornwall over to the Isles of Scilly, and we're going to be landing at St Mary's Airport. It's about a 92-mile flight and it's going to take us about an hour and 10 minutes. We're just taxiing out to runway 03 at Bodmin. The conditions are pretty blustery, to be honest. So, we're expecting it to be quite bumpy and turbulent, but hopefully we can get up above the clouds where we'll get a smoother ride. As you can see from the grass in front of us, the wind is blowing quite strong. And I'm also having to keep my right side wing down close to the ground so that the wind doesn't get underneath it. That can cause you problems. I mean, if the wind is strong enough, it can flip you over. I don't think it's as strong as that today, but all the same, we've got to be aware of it. Once I get out onto the runway and line up, it will be into wind, and this will help us get off the ground quickly. And then we're going to climb up as fast as we can, really, and get up and find some smooth air just above the clouds. So here we go, lining up 03 for immediate departure. There we go. We're now just up above the little wispy bits of cloud, and as if by magic, the air's nice and smooth, and we can enjoy some of the scenery there. We've got the northern coast of Cornwall, just approaching New Quay. Okay, so let's have a look at the route. We've just taken off from Bodmin Airfield and we are flying direct down to Land's End. We will go straight over the top of Land's End Airport and then coast out to sea. We did make the decision before we took off to call St Mary's. We spoke to them in the tower and asked what their requirements were. They told us that all VFR traffic must fly towards the St Mary's Head visual reporting point. So we'll be heading out to that. And then once at the visual reporting point, we may be told to hold at that point, which means we circle at that point. They will then give us directions where to go and which runway to land on. So we are now just approaching the overhead for Land's End Airport. We've got a basic service from Land's End. They know exactly where we're going and what we're doing. They will be looking after us until we get to about when we've got 18 miles left to run to the Scillies, and then we'll be swapping over to St Mary's approach, and then we'll be on a basic service with them, so they'll be looking after us and giving us directions. The distance from Land's End to St Martin's Head visual reporting point is about 28 miles, and it's going to take us around about half an hour to get there. So we've just got the Isles of Scilly coming into view now, and as you can see, there's a few clouds forming over them, which is always a signal really that you're approaching the land. Well, here we are just arriving at the St Martin's Head visual reporting point, and what sits ahead in front of me is just mind-blowing. And I have to say, I don't know anything about the Isles of Scilly. I hadn't really researched it much before we set on our way. It was just a destination off out from the southwest of the UK that has been on the bucket list and had to be done. But now we're here. Wow, just look at that. I'm absolutely blown away by this. It's amazing. Well, I'm blown away by this place. Look at this ahead of me. I've seen turquoise seas like this up on the west coast of Scotland, and it's stunning up there also. But you know, I've never been to the Bahamas or anywhere like that, but I would imagine that's what this looks like from the air, or the Seychelles, or something like that. This place is just mind-blowing. Okay, so let's think about coming into land. St Mary's have given us clearance. We're going to be landing on runway 09. I've still got to shed quite a bit of altitude yet. As you can see, we're still up with the clouds. And I suppose really I should have been coming down, but I've been that enthralled in looking at what's ahead of me, I forgot to throttle back, to be honest. So we're now shedding altitude. We're descending. We're coming into St Mary's Airport. We're going to be approaching on 09. Apparently the runway is quite undulating, so as you're coming into it, the runway is rising up quite steeply. You then go over the crest and then it flattens out, so you know, could be quite challenging. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so we're now on final for 09 at St Mary's. Well, that's it, we're down safe. I love flying into these bigger airports. I hope you've enjoyed the flight as much as I did. If you've enjoyed it, give us a like. I look forward to reading your comments. And if you've not subscribed yet, if you wouldn't mind, it helps the channel grow. Thanks.